Hello and welcome back to the Traveling Library. Today we are going over to Universal Orlando and we're going to be staying in their Value Resort Dockside Inn and Suites Hotel. It was our very first time staying at a Universal Resort and our, of course, first time staying at Dockside. It was a very pretty resort. Whenever you first walk in, it's kind of known for these like driftwood pieces, but of course you've got a Starbucks for after a long day of travel. We went right over to check in and we decided to use mobile check in, which I highly suggest. It made it a lot faster. We got our map of the resort and our key cards with some information about early entry. And it's kind of interesting, your name is actually printed on the key card so you won't lose it. And then, of course, we just got some other information about housekeeping and the hotel itself. So we went over to go park the car. We didn't know, but it is $15 a night to park a car here on resort, which we didn't know. But in the event you don't have a car and you decide, you want to, it's worth paying $15 a night. They are partnered with Avis, and so you can actually go and rent a car. You can just talk to one of the hotel staff about that, which I thought was pretty convenient. So we went up, we were on the 10th floor, which I love when hotels don't put the 13th floor. Superstitious. But anyways, we went ahead and got into our room, and we could not for the life of us figure out how to turn on the light. And it was blue whenever we walked in, as if I had just walked into a Twilight movie. Anyways, we figured out you actually have to put your key card into this little slot in order to turn on the lights. So once we figured that out, we started looking around the room. Right when you walk in, you have this mirror, and it has these hooks on the side to hang any jackets or hats or anything. And then you have this small closet. Comes with a safe, hangers, extra pillows, an ironing board, and an iron. And then, of course, one of those things where you put up your suitcase. I don't know what they're called, but that black thing right there. And so the bathroom was kind of nice. The sink is separate from the actual toilet. They have their own brand of soaps and everything. It's like sea salt and everything. You have a hairdryer, and then this is the bathroom. It was a little bit smaller, but the shower itself was fine and spacious. And then they also give you your personal soaps and conditioner. So this is the actual room. We got it with two, I think they're queen beds. And so it was really cute because we had a sand and sea pillow, and it's just ocean themed, of course, because you're dockside. So it was really cute theming, pretty simple but cute. You have this giant pirate chest, and something to note is that the outlets have USB-C, which is really nice. And then we got our own hand sanitizer. So the lights are kind of neat. You just pull down on this little hook to turn them on and off. You get one above each bed, and then on the opposite sides of the bed is your little counter space. You do have a mini fridge in the room, which worked perfectly. You don't have a microwave, though, in the smaller room. I think the bigger room, you have a little kitchenette. But you have the mini fridge, and you have the coffee maker. More outlets, of course, more USB-C. And then you have 3 drawers on the side that were pretty spacious, just enough to hold a few things. And then instead of an office chair, you have this little bench that you kind of pull out. Not super comfortable if you need to do any work, but it's good. You got more outlets. And then we had this paper that kind of just gave us information about the resort, and pizza, which you can have delivered to your room. They had really good pizza. And then you just got this extra seat and a light, and the best part about it was our view. We were facing the park. We saw Hogwarts, you could see Velocicoaster, we saw the Hulk, you could see Rip Ride Rocket, and at night you can even see City Walk all lit up. It was really cool. And you just have a view of a fun spot, downtown Orlando. It looked really neat at night, and we were shocked that we got this view. We didn't request it or anything, but it had a really good view. We didn't realize how close we were to the park. So that was a nice surprise. Close to everything else. I was shocked. This is kind of the main street just right outside of our hotel. There's plenty of restaurants nearby and other things to do like mini golf. And then we started exploring the hotel, which I was surprised they actually have a fitness center in our hotel, and it was a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. You can run on the treadmill, look out at the pool, They had a ton of machines if you decide to work out while you're here. There was only one water bottle refill station, and it was here in the gym, which was really good to know. But then we decided to go shopping, and they had a Universal store, and they honestly had about the same stuff that you could find here in City Walk or in the actual parks. Just a few key pieces of merchandise, and then they had just a handful of the merchandise for the actual resort. And then there was a few essentials, of course, just in case you forgot anything. And most importantly, they had a wide section of Harry Potter merchandise. They had a lot that I had seen in City Walk in the parks, and roughly the same prices, I would say. So I didn't see Hagrid's wand, but they had a ton of other wands here, robes, some candy, and then they had kind of the same, I think it's pretty same deals on the wands. If you spend so much, you can get a certain wand or something. So we started exploring more of the hotel, and we went over to the other side, Tower 2, which had a game room, and we checked out their pool. There's two pools at the Dockside, and they're identical. They have their own pool bar. And then back inside is the Sunset Lounge, which is a bar inside of the lobby. And then Pier 8 Market, which is the only dining area at the resort. But it was honestly, they had quite a lot of options for being the only one. And it was actually pretty good. Prices are about what you would expect to spend on a park resort hotel. But they had quite a lot to choose from. A ton of really good desserts, and I just couldn't resist some of the donuts, you know. What are you going to do? But they also had salad options. They had sandwiches. They have kids' meals, of course. And then they've also got pizza, which is what I ended up getting. They also had a few grab-and-go sections and even a small little gluten-free section, which is a couple chips, kind of, if you want something to keep into your hotel room, and ice cream as well. They had a really large dining area. It did get very busy at night and early in the morning, kind of right after parks open and close, so just be wary of that, but they have a ton of seating options. So we got a salad there, and then I got the kids' pizza. It was kind of small, but honestly it was filling, so it ended up being worth it. Afterwards, we decided to hop on the shuttle and go over to City Walk, and the shuttles were really nice and convenient. They were very quick. They pick you up right outside the hotel, and they drop you off right in front of security. So you don't have to worry about parking car, paying for parking, or doing that dreadful walk back to the parking garage after a long day. So it was pretty nice to have that option. The next morning we went down for breakfast, and I don't show everything, but they had a massive selection for breakfast, lots of fruits. I got the kids waffle, which I don't think is worth $7.50 for half a waffle, but it ended up being filling, so that's kind of up to you what's worth it or not. But then it was time for us to check out and leave Dockside. We had a really good time here, and for a value resort, it offered a lot, especially that view. So thank you all so much for watching, and see you next time.